Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, where I share insights and tips on how to live a better life with Stoicism. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the 9 types of people that you should avoid trusting and respecting, according to the Stoic philosophy. Stoicism is a practical and rational way of living that teaches us how to deal with the challenges and uncertainties of life. It also helps us to cultivate the 4 cardinal virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control. But not everyone shares these values or follows these principles. In fact, there are some people who are the opposite of what Stoicism stands for. They are dishonest, cowardly, unjust, and impulsive. They are the people who can harm us, mislead us, or drag us down with their negativity and vice. So, who are these people, and how can we recognize them? Here are the 9 types of people that the Stoics warned us about. 1. The liar. This is the person who deceives others with false or misleading statements. They may lie for various reasons, such as to gain an advantage, to avoid responsibility, or to cover up their mistakes. The liar cannot be trusted because they do not value the truth or respect the intelligence of others. They also harm themselves because they lose their credibility and integrity. As Epictetus said, lying is the attempt to deceive oneself before deceiving others. 2. The flatterer. This is the person who praises others insincerely or excessively, usually to win their favor or manipulate them. They may flatter for various reasons, such as to get something, to avoid something, or to boost their own ego. The flatterer cannot be respected because they do not value the genuine or constructive feedback of others. They also harm themselves because they become dependent on the opinions of others and lose their self-esteem. As Seneca said, flattery is a form of hatred, and the flatterer is a traitor. 3. The complainer. This is the person who constantly expresses dissatisfaction or discontent with their situation or with others. They may complain for various reasons, such as to vent their frustration, to seek sympathy, or to avoid action. The complainer cannot be trusted because they do not value the gratitude or optimism of others. They also harm themselves because they become miserable and pessimistic. As Marcus Aurelius said, the best way to avenge yourself is not to become like the wrongdoer. 4. The coward. This is the person who lacks courage or confidence to face their fears or challenges. They may act cowardly for various reasons, such as to avoid pain, to preserve comfort, or to escape responsibility. The coward cannot be respected because they do not value the bravery or resilience of others. They also harm themselves because they become weak and dependent. As Seneca said, it is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult. 5. The hypocrite. This is the person who pretends to have qualities or beliefs that they do not actually have or practice. They may be hypocritical for various reasons, such as to impress others, to conceal their faults, or to justify their actions. The hypocrite cannot be trusted because they do not value the consistency or honesty of others. They also harm themselves because they lose their authenticity and integrity. As Epictetus said, don't just talk about your philosophy, embody it. 6. The gossip. This is the person who spreads rumors or private information about others, usually in a negative or malicious way. They may gossip for various reasons, such as to entertain themselves, to feel superior, or to harm others. The gossip cannot be respected because they do not value the privacy or reputation of others. They also harm themselves because they become distrusted and disliked. As Marcus Aurelius said, if anyone tells you that a certain person speaks ill of you, do not make excuses about what is said of you, but answer, he was ignorant of my other faults, else he would not have mentioned these alone. 7. The greedy. This is the person who desires more than they need or deserve, usually of material things or pleasures. They may be greedy for various reasons, such as to satisfy their cravings, to display their wealth, or to compete with others. The greedy cannot be trusted because they do not value the generosity or moderation of others. They also harm themselves because they become enslaved and unhappy. As Seneca said, It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. 8. The arrogant. This is the person who has an exaggerated sense of their own importance or abilities. They may be arrogant for various reasons, such as to boost their confidence, to intimidate others, or to hide their insecurities. The arrogant cannot be respected because they do not value the humility or wisdom of others. They also harm themselves because they become isolated and ignorant. As Epictetus said, it is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. 9. The angry. This is the person who expresses strong or violent emotions of displeasure or hostility towards others or themselves. They may be angry for various reasons, such as to release their stress, to assert their power, or to seek justice. The angry cannot be trusted because they do not value the calmness or kindness of others. They also harm themselves because they become irrational and destructive. As Marcus Aurelius said, "The nearer a man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to strength." These are the 9 types of people that the Stoics advised us to avoid, or at least to be careful with. They are the people who do not deserve our trust and respect because they do not live according to the Stoic principles of virtue, reason, and nature. They are the people who can harm us, mislead us, or drag us down with their negativity and vice. But how can we deal with these people, especially if they are our family, friends, or colleagues? How can we protect ourselves from their influence without becoming like them or losing our own peace of mind? Well, that's what I'm going to talk about in the next video, so make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified when I upload it. In the meantime, let me know what you think of this video in the comments below. Do you agree with the Stoics' list of the 9 types of people to avoid? Have you encountered any of these people in your life? How did you handle them? I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Thank you for watching, and remember, the key to living a good life is not to avoid bad people, but to become a better person yourself. Until next time, stay stoic and stay awesome.